Today on Moving the Chains, Jerel, the new head coach of the Marion Swamp Foxes, Aundres Perkins.
Yeah, Coach Perkins got a great background. It's good to talk to him. Played at the next level. Played and coached pretty much exclusively in state here. So he's a South Carolina guy through and through. Just an interesting story, interesting background. Second stint as a head coach here. So was able to learn from that experience. So really excited what he's going to do with this program. This is a Marion program I know is near and dear to your heart, it being local for you. So it's going to be interesting to see how he's able to get those guys rolling.
A program, like you said, Drew, that's had a lot of talent lately, has made some nice runs over the past years or so, looking to see them get back on the right tracks. Today on Moving the Chains, the new head coach of the Marion Swamp Foxes, Aundres Perkins. Be sure to follow us on YouTube at Movin Chains. That's MOVINCHAINS.
Get ready for the ultimate South Carolina high school football experience with Movin The Chains. From previews to recaps, we've got you covered. Dive into our expert preview shows, predicting winners and sharing insights. Then join us post-game for the thrilling recaps, exclusive interviews, and highlights you won't find anywhere else. Plus, connect with fellow fans on our Friday night spaces on Twitter/X. No one covers South Carolina high school football like us. Join us at Movin Chains on all social media platforms and visit movinchains.com today.
Welcome in to Moving the Chains, brought to you by Founders Federal Credit Union. I'm Kevin Thomas alongside Jerel Hendricks. Got a great interview today, a very special guest, the new head coach of the Marion Swamp Foxes, Aundres Perkins. Coach, how you doing today?
Hey, I'm doing well, man. Thanks for having me.
Well, we appreciate your time. We really do. If this is you guys' first time tuning in, be sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter/X, Instagram, YouTube, and more at Movin Chains, our website, movinchains.com, and our podcast on Apple, Spotify, Google, and more. Coach Perkins was hired in May. He was an assistant at Hartsville this past season. Prior, he spent time at West Florence, Darlington, Hannah-Pamplico, and North Myrtle Beach. Coach, let's start there with the transition, man. What's that been like? I'm sure it's been kind of a whirlwind. You're still getting settled in, man, but how's that been going from Hartsville getting to settled in there now at Marion?
Oh, man, it's been fun. It's been a little roller coaster ride. Everything's happening so fast. The biggest part for me is just trying to slow everything down and really hone in and focus on Marion. Feel like we're doing a great job with that right now, my coaching staff as well as myself. So we're just taking everything day by day and just having fun. We accepted the challenge and we just having fun.
Coach is a part of the show where the listeners get to learn about you. Talented player in your own right. If you don't mind, telling us your background, from your playing career into your coaching career and how you've gotten to this point to be the head coach there at Marion.
I actually got into coaching by accident. I was looking for a little job to do during the summertime at Coastal. I was running back at Coastal. At the time, my running back coach's wife, she worked at a group home. So I did that. I worked at a group home, fell in love with kids, found my passion. And then North Myrtle came a knocking. They were looking for a running back coach. So they kind of threw me into that. Like, I don't want to do this. I don't think I have the patience. But my coach, Coach James, he talked me into it. He said, just do what you've been doing the last 5 years here and you'll be fine. So that's the approach I had. And I've been running with that ever since. Student of the game, learning, just trying to take different nuggets with me along the way. Definitely had some great guys, some great teammates, been around some great head coaches. So I've really learned a lot. Jordan Generet's taught me a lot, as well as Jeff Calabrese. Learned great. Two phenomenal guys right there, man. They're two great dudes. If you don't know those dudes in the state of South Carolina, something's wrong with you. So definitely learned something from both of those gentlemen.
Coach, you got hired pretty late in the cycle, pretty late in the process there. How is that staff shaping up for you? You've been able to hire and find all the guys you need? You're still looking for a couple, and maybe who are the couple of those guys you might want to shout out here in the program today?
Coaching staff is all set. We're coming up in here, man. I wanted some guys that just love ball. Not only do I wanted them to love ball, I wanted them to have that experience. We have a few guys on the collegiate level. I start off with my offensive coordinator. My offensive coordinator is Daryl Page. That's right. You heard it correct. That's Daryl Page.
Everybody knows that name. That's right.
Oh, yeah.
Page. My wide receiver coach is Darnell Williams. He also played at Coastal Carolina. My running back coach is Demetrius Johnson. He's the holdover from last year's team. Offensive line coach is Denton Graves, great guy. He's back home, wanted to come out and help us out. Defensive line coach is Akil Cross. He also played defensive line at Coastal Carolina. I'll be coaching the linebackers, and Randy Dennison is our safety coach, DB coach. So, and he also coached last year. So that's the staff. Very We've had to learn each other, and we're having fun with that, man. And like I said, just having that bond and just having guys that had that experience and just want to come back out and help change this thing around has really spoken volumes.
That's awesome. An all-star staff there for sure, Coach. You mentioned, you've gotten into coaching by accident, but you may have gotten in by accident, but you've stayed, due to your, the testament to how good of a coach that you are. And you've coached on both sides of the ball as well. As you've assembled the staff and kind of figured out how you're going to, run this thing going forward, are you going to take that CEO approach, let your coordinators run the program, or will you call plays? How do you plan on doing that? And also, what kind of schemes do you plan on implementing on offense and defense?
Oh, man, I'm going to let the coordinators do their thing. That's why you hire them. There's not going to be any micromanaging. We're going to have a game plan, offensive game plan of how we want to move the ball. And then we're going to come up with a defensive game plan together, how we want to start the ball. I am very, very simple. I'm not going to sit in here and try to do all kind of stuff and thinking outside the box. No. Quite frankly, around here, just want to get back to the basics. I want my kids to know the game, not only know the game, but have fun doing it. I think they kind of got away and were lost with that. Now I'm bringing reason to why we do what we do. So the guys are accepting the accountability. They're accepting the challenge, and they're learning it. Just learning to get out there and compete.
Coach, you've coached under some awesome head coaches. You've played under some awesome head coaches. Like, who are some guys that really have kind of, molded the way that you go about it now and the way that you coach, and people that you kept trying to take some things from as you get your program rolling here?
Oh, man. I wasn't expecting that. Definitely my college running back coach, Coach James, man. He, you always have that one guy that just knows all the right buttons to press, to motivate you and actually care about you. It was bigger than with football with him. So I had a lot of life lessons with him. Everybody that's ever played running back or played for Coach James, they can attest to the same. We still a tight-knit bunch. And that speaks volumes. We played for him back in the day, got everything started, but we still have a chat group. We're still cutting up and just having fun, the old college stories, man. So I get a lot from him. Joe DeGenerate, with the discipline and, being on time, and the reason why we do what we do and why we're different. And going back to help Coach Calabrese last year, I played for him my senior year. I had 3 different coaches in high school, but he had him in my senior year. And even our relationship to this day, we're still close. So those guys, just being around those guys and just showing me that it's bigger than football. So we're getting out here, and I want to pour back into these kids in this community of who I am, and I'm more than just football. I actually care about these young men, and I want them to succeed in life. So those 3 off the top of the mind. I'm sure I mentioned some. I had some great little league coaches as well. Oh, man. So my whole experience with the game of football has been truly wonderful.
Coach, this is a Players First podcast. We love shining a light on the talent that's here in South Carolina. And you're in an area that is some fertile ground. There's been some special athletes come through that program recently, but I know there's some special guys that are on that team right now and in the program. Who are some young players or maybe some, players who have contributed in the past that you want to identify and kind of shout out that you expect really to make an impact for your program this season?
Well, hopefully, I hope we all do well as a team. But a few standouts right now so far this summer has been Jakari Brown. He's a very explosive guy. I love to get him the ball in space. Amari Green, he's playing quarterback for us, doing a great job. Kind of found him on accident, so he's doing well. Defensively, K3, the boys call him K3. Kamari Watson at corner. He's special to watch, and he's slowly coming into it, understanding. Cameron Davis, linebacker, doing a good job over there. So we just embracing who we are. At the end of the day, I keep telling the guys, I say, you're still Marion. Don't let that record fool you. It comes and goes, but at the end of the day, this is still Marion. You still have talent here, and it's our job to go out there and show everybody who we are.
Coach, we're sitting here now. It's, I guess late July. So you've been through a little bit of summer stuff, some 7-on-7 stuff and all that. But, what have you learned about this group so far that makes you excited for this season?
They love you. They love each other. Just the bond, the camaraderie that they have with each other is awesome. Just getting out there and just pushing them. Every challenge I given them so far, they've accepted. So that's a bright spot for me. I just love being around these guys. They're funny. They're very entertaining. So there's always something So I guess that's why I'm in this thing so long, man. The kids keep me young, and I enjoy it. So just be around these guys and seeing them love up on each other, man, is just it's truly amazing to watch.
Coach, you just highlighted the talent that you have on the program there. And again, like I mentioned, there's been talent in the past, but you guys just haven't been able to, translate that on the field with the results. What is something that you kind of identified, it's still really early in your tenure, but like, what's one thing you're like, hey, I want to put my stamp on this program, or I want to tweak, to really make it in my image and hopefully propel the program into more success?
Just basically changing the culture, man. The culture kind of got away, and then I had to come in there and remind them, like, yo, you're a Marion,
Yeah.
5 years ago, you playing for the state, you got 2 guys playing in the SEC, man. That's unheard of. You know what I'm saying? This is a great little stomping hole right here, and I want you guys to own that and have some ownership with that and be proud. So definitely coming up in there and say, listen, you still got some dogs here. Just changing this culture, getting everybody just to believe in themselves, and the kids are doing that. They're believing in each other, they're trusting each other, and they're learning, and we're growing. And quite frankly, I think they're having fun again. They haven't been having fun. So it's been my job just to come in here and just ease it up a little bit and just have some fun.
This is your, I think, second stint as a head coach. What were you able to learn from that first go around that makes this implementation maybe a little bit easier for you? And maybe just, I guess, what did you take from that first stop here to now as your second head coaching gig here at Marion?
I definitely tried to do too much my first year. I wanted to, I got to do this. No, that was just too much overload. So now I've learned just to, hire great guys and trust those guys, do their job. So that's taking some pressure off me. So now I can handle the politics of being a head coach. So definitely that's one of the biggest takeaways, because I was just trying to control everything. And, we got to do it this way, yada, yada, yada. And it was just too much. But again, you go out there, you live and you learn. And I matured. So now I'm just good to go out there and just go with it.
Coach, I kind of mentioned our mission statement is kind of highlighting the players here, but a second thing that we love to do here is highlight the communities. And you're in a really special community, a really special part of the state. They're in the PD, and Kevin, he's from that area, so you know how special it is for him. How has the community kind of embraced you, these new coaches who have come in, and what you intend to do is these first couple of months on the job?
It's been great. Small community. We love to eat. And I'm a big boy. I love to eat. The restaurants are great. I've been downtown to the Foxtrot and talked to several different people, business owners. I'm just having fun, man. And everybody, they feel it. Like, you can feel it in the air. Everybody, I want them to have something to be proud of once again. And I think we're getting there. It's work in progress, but I really, truly think we're getting in there. A lot of guys, a few fans, they even say, hey, I can't wait to come out there and watch you, give you guys my support. I haven't been in the last 3-4 years, but with you coming in here and yada yada, so it's like, okay, cool. Well, just come on out there, hopefully, we'll turn this thing around.
Founders Federal Credit Union means banking made for you. The on the go, the pick up and go, and the I want to go. Because at Founders, we give you the financial tools that make every dollar work for you. For the little things to the big things. For your future and your peace of mind. We'll always stay grounded in our roots, but reaching beyond what you'd expect is where we'll always go. Find out what our members already know and enjoy a new way to bank. Relax. You're with Founders.
Got a couple easier ones for you, Coach. Let you go today. And this is one that we've gotten a wide variety of answers lately to here. So maybe in your office for a home game, maybe on the bus to an away game. What's on your pregame playlist you get ready to hit the field on Friday nights?
Oh man, y'all don't want to know that, man. I'm old.
We do want to
listen. I have to listen. If anybody knows me, I have to listen to Pastor Troy.
Oh man,
come on.
I'm getting ready. I'm getting ready for war. I'm going out here to rush for 300 yards. It always gets me right. Always, always, always. As a player and coach, that's my go-to. It is what it is. You hit me with all the jokes all you want, but I'm going to listen. I'm going to play my Pastor Troy.
I love that.
I guess you're a down south South Carolina boy. We're going to drop to Georgia. We're going to cut that out. No, I love that. I love some vice versa. I still listen to that when I need to get going. Coach, you mentioned you love to eat and they love to eat in Marion. So this is a perfect opportunity for you to tell us some of those restaurants that you identified in the area. So if Kevin and I come down for a game, what are some spots that we should hit up that you've seen?
You definitely want to hit up City. They have a great breakfast buffet and lunch buffet. Definitely want to hit up City. T. Royce has been great. You got Richards downtown. So those have been my top 3 right so far. And then
always great choices, coaches. Like Jerel mentioned, I'm from Marion, so I'm very familiar with these areas. So that's some good that's a good list right there, man. Now I got to add in, you got to get the dry dock too. You got to head towards Mullins, get that dry dock action in there too for you next time you're looking for spots. So we'll definitely do that.
We'll do.
Yeah, we do have to ask you a question, Coach, about your playing career. You were on the inaugural Coastal Carolina football team. What was that experience like starting that program, and how cool was that time just, watching what you guys did and kind of maybe able to grow that to what it is today?
Man, it was fun. A bunch of guys with the same common goal. We were lost. I tell you that much. We were lost, and all the egos, just coming up in there and all that good stuff. I'll tell you a quick funny story. I was number 1, and so typically the number 1s aren't my size. All my stuff was mediums and small when I got there. So they still crack on Coach Bennett for that one. So I think he did that one on purpose. I wanted to try to ease the tension, but I handled it well. So that was good. But just being with those guys, like I said, we still have chat group. We still talk. Some of them vacation together, being in each other's weddings, all that good stuff, man. So Coastal was truly a great place to play, a great place for friends. A great place for networking, you name it. Coastal Carolina don't owe me a thing. I'll tell you that right now. So,
love it. Good times down in Conway for sure. Coach, as we kind of wrap this thing up, and this is another question. We've gotten a wide variety of answers on this year. When you kind of sit down and you've kind of planned out the season this year, what are some goals that you have for the team?
I definitely want to get that first win. That's what I told the guys. My motto is simple, man. 1 will turn into 3, 3 will turn into 5. But we got to get that first one. And I think the guys want to alleviate some of that pressure just to get that first win, turn this thing around, so those guys can experience that. I think that's on the top of my list right now. I just want them to get that first win. I want them to just to have that experience. They hadn't had the last few seasons. So I just want to. I want them just to at least experience that. So that's on one of my goals. But my long-term goal is, I want them to be great men. Everybody's not going to the league. Everybody's not going to college. I want them to be great fathers, great husbands, great leaders. I just want them to be successful. Do that, and that's the biggest win for me. It's more than wins or losses, but we can win in the community. They're good fathers, they're good husbands, they're good role models. I think that's a win.
Well, this has been great. I want everyone to go follow Coach Perkins and the Swamp Fox program on social media. They do a great job updating things about their kids and their program. Certainly check them out on there. Like I mentioned, follow us on all social media, our website, movingchains.com, and our podcast on Apple, Spotify, Google, and more. Jerel, any else for Coach? Let him go today.
Coach Perkins, just first of all, I want to say thank you for your time today. And more importantly, congratulations on this opportunity. It's the program that we do follow closely, and we know they're hungry for a winner. And we certainly think that you're going to be able to deliver there. And just really enjoyed being able to catch up with you today and your purpose. The football stuff's great, but using the game of football to create men and better leaders and better people in the community, that's what makes high school football special, and building those bonds and everything that goes along with that. So it's exciting. Stay healthy this year. Yes. Excited to celebrate that first win with you guys. We'll certainly be doing that. And if you ever need anything from us, please let us know.
Thank you. It means a lot. I appreciate you guys taking this time to talk to me and talk about Marion. So thank you guys for taking time out of your schedule.
Yes, sir. We appreciate you, Coach. Look forward to stopping by a practice or game down at historic Fox Field here soon to get to meet you in person. And best of luck this season, all right?
All right. Thank you, man.
Get ready for the ultimate South Carolina high school football experience with Movin The Chains. From previews to recaps, we've got you covered. Dive into our expert preview shows, predicting winners and sharing insights. Then join us post-game for the thrilling recaps, exclusive interviews, and highlights you won't find anywhere else. Plus, connect with fellow fans on our Friday night spaces on Twitter/X. No one covers South Carolina high school football like us. Join us at Movin Chains on all social media platforms and visit movinchains.com today.